Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road 100, where today I have an incredibly fun, wonderful hammer build here for you. If you're looking for a weapon...
Keep an eye out while you're busy.
Thanks, Mia. If you're looking for a weapon that strikes the ground repeatedly with impact wave active, then look no further than the Juggernaut Sledgehammer. Good grief, I can't even talk. So, first of all, we have the regular first attack. We have the overhead slam attack, and then we have the charge attack that goes 3 times into the ground. Now, we do have a rolling attack, but you can see that the impact wave activates at the top, and we have the running attack, which the impact wave activates at the top of the strike. Now, for the charge attack, we slam the ground 3 times. For the overhead attack, which normally knocks enemies down, and then we have the regular first attack on the weapon. So we have plenty of options here. Now, if we are playing solo against one single enemy type, we are absolutely going to overpower them incredibly hard. However, when we get into this first invasion here, because this is one of the hardest invasions in the game, as soon as we go up against this invasion, things get very difficult, very fast, because it is multi-target, because it is crowd control, because it is AoEs, because there are questionable actions that happen during the fight, but because we do have a Hound's Veil, we are able to pick enemies up and throw them over the wall if we need to eliminate some of them at certain points in time. And if you're curious, this is the 3rd time I am recording this, because I've had just technical difficulties after technical difficulties here, so sorry about that. If you see the tracks on the floor, it's not that I was cheating or anything, it's just I'm trying to get it recorded so I can show you guys the fun of this hammer. And as you can see there, things are going south very quickly here, which is normal for this invasion, because that's just how this invasion goes. As you can see here, it's hard to get away from these 2 enemies here, because they just stand on top of each other the whole time, and you can't see what's going on because each of the enemies are doing things, that they, are making it difficult to see. And there again, staggers upon staggers, because backstabs didn't activate. That is just how this invasion goes all of the time. Okay. Let's see. Okay, monkey. Okay. And see, we can knock enemies down with our dodge attack there. Okay. Mia is focused, which is kind of good. Yeah, things don't ever go how I want to in this invasion. Things just have a way of being ridiculous. Like, why did that enemy not stagger off of that attack? That is incredibly ridiculous. Okay. Oh my. Okay, well, let's go help Mia out. Well, that seemed to help. Let's just go ahead and heal one for... Oh. Yes, come over here. This is just like me taking a beating here. Enemy after enemy after enemy. And this is just like the parry show here. It's just parry after parry after parry because these enemies just don't let up at all. Okay, let's see. There's another big lady. Okay, maybe we'll throw her off the edge. Not quite. What? Okay. That's okay, Mia. Okay, well, there's the invasion. Holy mackerel.
That was easier than I expected.
Are you kidding me, Mia? That was way hard. Anyways, let's see if we can make it to the next missile. But, so that's how you can play an invasion in a very sloppy way. But, at the same time, you can, do some pretty good work overall. Without too much difficulty there. Nice job, Mia. You threw him to the other level. Okay. And with gift extensions still active, so you'll notice here that as we go along, we will have a super chance here to do some crazy stagger potential with one-on-one kind of enemies here. As you can see there, we staggered her like literally first hit we got. And so let's go again. And so these enemies rarely get a chance to actually do anything during their encounters because of the fact that we're doing so much stagger and hit potential that they really don't have a chance of doing much else during each encounter because they are staggered all the time. So this enemy here, again, because we have a single one-on-one enemy here, we can go ahead and throw them around. Oh, okay. Apparently she doesn't like me parrying. And we do have quite a bit of damage. I don't know where Mia went. She's off on an adventure all on her own. She got some health and she's ready to fight the world. Okay, here she is. And the tracking with the charge attack here is pretty good. And you can see that we have multiple chances to track and stagger the enemy, which is awesome. And dead. So that's pretty amazing that one enemy, when we are one-on-one like this and we have time in between each of the stagger attacks and such, we are able to completely decimate everything in front of us. And right now we are running at over 2,000 damage on the Juggernaut Sledgehammer here, and we're able to really put out some beefy numbers, and we're also able to kind of power through some of the enemy's attacks because our balance is not horrible here at 176, so we're able to really do some pretty good work overall.
You can't go ahead on your own.
I can't? Why not? Look at me go ahead on my own. Okay, so let's definitely rest here. Now that is really important to make sure that you have as much ichor as possible, because when you get up to the 30 mark, that's as high as this blood code warrior can go, and that's really important to try and get there as fast as you can in order to have as much ichor recovery as bloodsucking blades and hunting feast can allow you, because you do have the potential to do a lot of ichor recovery as you go through, and it's really important to try and get those options available to you as fast as possible. So there's a knockdown. And there was not a second knockdown because the jump attack was missing the enemy. But here is a fine enemy right here. And she is pretty tough because she has the shield. But as you can see, we can just kind of move through her shield. No problem there. And we can go for some launch attacks, which is very nice. And we'll go for some more health. And you can see that as we do move through here, it's pretty straightforward how we go about engaging with the enemy. And it's pretty fun because most of the time, all of your encounters are one-on-one. And you can take on the one-on-one kind of enemies very simply and easily most of the time. Okay, let's try for a regular charge attack. Oh boy. Hey, we did it. So even with regular charge attacks and stuff, we are able to really put on the damage to the enemy in a very short amount of time, which is awesome because most of the time it's really difficult to engage these enemies in a way that allows you really good options. And there we're able to just connect and finish it. So very enjoyable build set here to go against enemies that stagger easily. But even enemies that don't stagger easily, like this enemy, we are doing 25% less damage because it is doing crush damage against an enemy that is strong against crush. But we are able to kind of walk through fairly easily because of the fact that we are able to hit her so many times with the impact wave, and we're able to do it over and over. So pretty awesome in that regard. Let's get cleansing light going before our time runs out with gift extension. Now, as you can tell, this is not a like a foolproof kind of plan setup here. This is very much still that you do need to pay attention to anything and everything that is happening during the fight. Okay, you do that. And then I'll do this. And let's go for a charge attack here. What? There you go. You got a nice view there of several staggers back to back. There, that was pretty good. And here you can see that you can break these enemies' guard very, very easily because of impact wave, and striking the enemy and then doing a follow-up attack. You can almost guarantee that you put them on the ground pretty much all the time. So very, 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 very fun build here that we can go for with the Juggernaut Sledgehammer. And typically, you know, it's hard to play hammers because they're so very slow and everything. But when you play with a build set that actually plays into the fact that this weapon is striking the ground all the time, almost every single attack that it does hits the ground, and if you can, you know, it does do, you know, provides a shockwave strike that deals additional damage. Yeah, sure, that's fine. But this statement right here really is true. This gift requires some talent to acquire. Well, it requires some talent to use, but it provides a real boon. So it's very, 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 very good when paired with the Juggernaut Sledgehammer here. And if you're going for any kind of overhead slams or knocking enemies down or breaking guards or these kinds of things, it works wonders with a heavy weapon like this, as well as one that is striking the ground almost all the time. And if you can keep impact wave active almost most of the time, then you will really, really reap some good benefits from it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, maybe next week, I think. So take care. We'll see you then. Bye.